after the fact. All right, all right. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So just a couple of housekeeping things that I like to go over every week. Just remember to bring your full attention and awareness to the Zoom. Eliminate distractions, focus, and stay with the conversation, and engage and drop insight. So if I say something or someone else says something that is resonating with you, or you get an idea, please drop it into the chat. I'm sure that'll make a difference for someone else as well. And now understand how you do anything is how you do everything. And remember, this message today is specifically for you. So the topic of this conversation is skyrocket your sales, Zenlist and Utility Connect. These are the two powerful tools that are exclusive to our company that we're going to be talking about here in the second half of the training. But as normal fashion, we're going to get started up with a lot of energy. So for those of you, I see a couple of new faces here in the Zoom. We do affirmations together. And yes, I do encourage you to chant them out loud if you're able to, obviously, and raise your energy, because I really believe that your energy has a direct connection to how well you do in your calls and everything else. So in this moment, I am going to invite you to unmute yourselves. That way we can hear. We're going to do affirmations together as a community. And I'm just going to say the first phrase, and all you do is, basically have to repeat after me. And yes, we're going to be super loud. Yes, I'm going to ask you to be extra, intentional with that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started up. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say power up. I'm going to say that twice. And then I'm going to say the phrase, and then you repeat after me. All right. So are you ready?
Yes.
All right. We got one yes in the house. One yes in the house. Just kidding. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Power up.
Power up.
Power up.
1, 2, 3, power up.
1, 2, 3. Power up.
Power up. Power up.
High energy equals high income.
High energy equals high income.
Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better.
Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better.
Every day and every way, I'm getting stronger and stronger.
Every day and every way, I'm getting stronger and stronger.
Every day and every way, I'm getting smarter and smarter.
Every day and every way, I'm getting smarter and smarter.
I was born to win.
I was born to win.
I will never surrender.
I will never surrender.
I will always keep growing.
I will always keep growing.
I was born to be great.
I was born to be great.
Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what.
Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what.
All right. Awesome. Huge round of applause for all of you. Thank you so much for participating with me on these awesome affirmations. Thank you. And Mr. Steven Diaz, I did wake up the neighbors, and I do have my window open today. By the way, I've been doing these affirmations for like 15 years, and people used to look at me crazy when I was driving down the street, doing these things in my car. And shout out to Tony Robbins, because that's where I learned, the power of affirmations. Now, we're going to breathe together as a community. I just encourage you, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're going to do this 6 times, because I figure that with the breath, we get super connected to the moment. And then that's how we could be a little bit more intentional. We get to listen to our customer, at a higher level. So let's just breathe together. All we're going to do is inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So let's go ahead and get that started. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, we're going to hold at the top. So inhale and hold. Hold. And exhale whenever you feel called to. My brain is saying thank you for the oxygen, because I feel a little dizzy. Thank you guys for breathing with me. I like to do this before I pick up the phone, before I get into an appointment. I like to get connected to my breath, because it just makes me a lot more present. So I believe that gratitude is an abundance multiplier. So as always, I'm just, tune into the energy of gratitude, because the more grateful that you could be, I really believe that you attract more things into your life that you could be grateful for. So I am grateful for each and every single one of you in this community to be here today. I'm grateful for your attention. I am grateful for the breath, fresh air. I'm grateful for the warm cup of coffee that I had this morning. I'm grateful for the ability to think. I'm grateful for the ability to see. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I am grateful for the opportunities. I'm grateful for the new listings. I'm grateful for our new business partners. I am so grateful to be alive. So, also, again, if you ever feel like you're not like excited or something, I would say tune into gratitude, tune into that, because that'll get you out of anger wherever you are. And visualize. Visualization is a very potent, powerful thing that I've been doing for many, many years as well. So visualize yourself a year from now having the business that you dream of, having all the listings that you dream of, your bank account, right? I want you to really visualize, create a mental movie. You know, what does your bank account look like? What kind of car are you driving? You know, who are you with? Where are you traveling to? How is your family doing? You know, really take a moment to really visualize, you know, bring that image into this moment, into this now, because the greater that you can do that, your brain can't tell the difference. If whatever you see in your mind is your living reality. So thank you for participating in these exercises. This is a little part of my morning routine, by the way. So thank you guys for doing this morning routine with me. And the goal as a community is to serve 21,000 families, $10 billion in volume, and to attract 10,000 agents. So now we're going to move into a local market update. For those of you that are not in these counties, obviously I've showed you guys how to do this in the past, but if you do need a refresher on how to create this market update for your local community, which I highly recommend that you guys do a weekly market update in your zip code city, the city that you're covering, because this is going to give you information that you're going to be able to sound very competent with your customers. Knowing your numbers is very powerful. So these are just 5 counties, right? I'm taking account LA, Orange County, San Bernardino, Riverside, and San Diego. $1.6 billion closed in the last 7 days in just LA, 831 million in Orange County, 234 million in San Bernardino, 455 million closed in Riverside, and 646 million just in San Diego. And as you can see, pendings got over 1,100 in LA, 500 in Orange County, 447 in San Bernardino, 603 in Riverside, and 602 in San Diego. And if we total out all of these stats in 7 days, guys, 7 days of transactions, that's $3.8 billion in closings, 3,400 homes, and $95 million in commissions paid. This community here understands the numbers every single week because I declare them every single week. And I want you guys to get connected to the possibility of business, because it's so easy to get distracted with interest rates and the lack of this and the lack of that. You could believe that if you choose to, but this community, you're seeing the numbers here week by week. So get intentional about understanding your numbers at a really high level. So this is just a stat that I pulled up by Bill McBride. He said, I always like to start with inventory. So having conversations about inventory, since inventory usually tells the tale. And current inventory, as we already know, is low, but it is increasing year over year, but we're still well below pre-pandemic levels. So astonishingly greater than 90% of the county's metro areas experience home prices growth despite facing the highest mortgage rates in 2 decades. This was something that Chief Economist Lawrence Yun was actually talking about. And the other thing that was very surprising that I wanted to share with you guys, and I don't know if you guys knew this stat or not, but 1 in 3 homes on the market today are new construction. 1 in 3 homes today on the market are new construction. So why I want to talk about this specifically, guys, because if you're not incorporating new builds into your conversations, you might be missing out on a lot of transactions. So I want to just bring your attention briefly here to this powerful tool that every single one of you should have through your MLS. That's called New Home Source Professional. So yes, we have the MLS for normal listings, but there is there's this New Home Source Professional, and this is just dedicated and showing you all of the properties that are new builds from all builders. So if you guys ever want to either market or find out what kind of builders are in your area, you can log into this through your MLS platform, right? So I'm going to do this really quick. So this is New Home Source Professional. And let's just say we wanted to look in Orange, for example, Orange County. So I can click Orange County. This is through the MLS. Actually, I got to sign in again because I signed in earlier. There we go. And check this out. This gives you every single builder in Orange County. We've got Cypress, Irvine. It gives you the prices, right, of everything that is available. So you don't have to go and find every single builder in your area. You can use this new builder MLS and find all of the properties. Oh, thank you guys for the heads up. Somebody just told me that you can't see my screen. Thank you for that. I tend to do that, guys. Thank you so much, Claudia. I really appreciate it. Here we go. This is what I meant to share. This is the new home source professional. So all I did was I put in Orange County, but let's just say I wanted to specifically focus on Irvine, for example. I can type in Irvine, and this is going to give me all the new builds in Irvine. So this is your new build MLS that is available through your MLS. And again, how I went to there, I went to just my matrix, and I went to this links section. And then you just have to find the new builder, new homes source here, which you scroll down and you can see it here. This is what we're going to be looking at, new home source professional. So I just wanted to give you guys that nugget because, again, understanding the stats that 1 in 3 homes are actually new builds, this is going to be one of your best friends. So make sure that you incorporate this in your search. And you also have the ability to save your customers here and send out properties automatically from new builds as well. So just wanted to give you guys that nugget there. Now I am going to go back to the normal screen where I was sharing here. Thank you for the heads up, by the way. I appreciate it. If I do miss something, please let me know and interrupt me. And now there's one more thing before we get started up on the second part of this training. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I actually just dropped, this is a map that I created for all of you guys. So a lot of you asked me for referrals in other states and even other countries. So I just want to bring your attention to this really quick before we get into the second part of the conversation, because this is a really cool interactive map, which I will drop it here into the chat. But you could find agents here all over the world. We're in about, I think, 14 countries and 39 states. So if you guys want to find an agent, right, that's within our network, this link will actually get you specifically into that. So I'm going to drop it here into the chat. So you guys can actually have this handy whenever you guys are looking for a referral agent in another state or even another country. Another thing that just was an update that I just wanted to bring your guys' attention to, which is really powerful, is the fact that we now have the ability to refer globally, but within our referral platform. So 24 countries, 50 states. You can go into our referral platform and within 2 minutes, literally place a referral, have yourself sign it, the agent sign it, and then have all parties sign it within less than 3 minutes. So very powerful tool. We're going to get into that at a later time. But I now want to transition over to our first guest speaker. As you guys already know, I've been talking to you guys about Zenlist. I think pretty much every single week I've been telling you guys about the power of Zenlist. And Zenlist, I really believe, is going to be a huge part. It is a big part of our company, and it's going to be a bigger part of our company, especially with the climate that we're in. And Zenlist, the way I see it, and obviously our guest speaker is going to expand upon the subject, but the way I see it, it's an off-market MLS where, again, this is going to be a very powerful tool. They're going to be able to serve your buyers at a higher level and also be able to market your listings before they even hit the market. So I brought you guys Jessie Gilbert from Zenlist, and she's awesome. And she agreed to do this conversation today. So let's just give a big warm welcome to Jessie Gilbert. Thank you so much for being on today. I really appreciate it. And I think you just unmuted yourself. I don't know if I could see you just yet, but we'll go ahead and highlight you. Welcome, Jessie.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great to be here and meet everyone. I've got some slides and I'll actually go through and share my screen so that you can see everything inside of Zenlist, how to get started, where to find some more resources too. So when you have questions, you know where to get those answered. I still have, oh, there we go. Okay, let me go ahead and share my
Boom,
screen.
I just made you co-host. Yay. Thank you.
Reading my mind. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Pull that up. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so EXP Exclusives is an initiative launched by EXP. It's still very, very new. It was launched at EXPCon last October. We're doing tons of trainings like this, and I still meet people every day who haven't heard of Zenlist yet. Does everyone know about it? I know, Leo, you said you've been talking about it. Has everyone created their account? Is everyone, still fairly green to everything in Zenlist, how to get started?
Let's see. Drop it in the chat, guys. Have you guys used it? Have you guys created an account? Where's your guys' knowledge with Zenlist currently? So Connie says, not yet. Aislinn said, no account yet. Claudia says, yes. Madeline says, yes.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay, great. We'll go a little bit through everything then.
Yay.
So EXP Exclusives, like Leo mentioned, is an on and off market platform for all of EXP. So you get all of EXP's MLS activity, plus everything that's not on the MLS yet. So all of those off markets, office exclusives is what I'll call them for the sake of consistency, but they're also called pocket listings, private listings, coming soon, off markets. They have a lot of different names depending on what the local verbiage is. But you can now leverage being a part of a brokerage as large as EXP, which isn't structured like other nationwide brokerages, right? EXP owns all of their offices. So it puts all of you in a really unique position to access everyone's off-market listings without the confines of states or MLS coverage, different cities, or even county restrictions like other brokerages do. So you really have the power of 80, 90,000 agents behind you to build up this off-market database. I typically compare it to what I see happen in workplace. I've seen Slack channels, Google Drive documents where we're sharing these, but putting them in Zenlist allows everyone to see the same information, automatically be notified for those listings. You don't have to scan, you don't have to search for them. And you can also share those directly with your clients so that they can review the same property details you do. And you can share that amongst your buyers. You can use it to close deals with your sellers. Everything that is included in that EXP starter plan gives you access to all of those listings, up to 10 different clients collaborating with you at any time. As many listings or searches as your heart desires, you can enter and save into Zenlist, but it'll give your sellers the choice to list as an exclusive. So we were talking about new construction earlier. This is a great option for proposed construction, new construction that's not quite finished yet, not quite ready for the MLS. Renovated properties, distressed properties, if your clients have privacy concerns and they're worried about that property being syndicated publicly, you can keep it close to your chest inside of that EXP Exclusives database. So it's not going to these public search sites. Zenlist is a private platform. It's only accessible to other EXP agents and their committed clients. And of course, your buyers will gain access to that off-market inventory. So you're going to be able to give them a more complete picture of what's available in your area. You'll be able to give them access to inventory that no one else in your area can. So it can set you apart no matter what side of the transaction you're on. And just another tool that you can keep in your tool belt, another slide you can add to your presentation, just something you can slide into your conversations when you're speaking with your clients, both buyers and sellers. We've got some use cases here. Like I said, everything's provided at no cost. I'm kind of breezing through these because I want to get into Zenlist and show you around. For those of you that haven't created your account yet, it's entirely free for you. You'll get started at zenlist.com. You can also download our mobile app. Everything is cross-compatible between all of your devices. So wherever you prefer to work, you can have Zenlist with you on the go. You'll actually click to create an account. You'll verify your email address. I highly recommend choosing the option to continue with Enterprise. That'll have you verify your Okta login, so we'll know exactly who you are in our backend system. If not, you can just go through whatever steps you prefer. And if you're asked to choose an MLS, you're going to choose EXP in place of your local MLS. So I saw CRMLS earlier. You'll see that in the list of options, but in order to gain access to the off markets, you'll sign up with EXP, which puts you in their private database system. So I'll go ahead and open Zenlist here. When you first open your Zenlist account, you'll be brought to a screen that looks like this. There are some onboarding steps that I recommend you go through, but I'll take you into the search tab because that's where everyone goes and that's everyone's first instinct. So we'll come to the office exclusives. I'm just switching those different listing buckets that I'm looking at in that top right corner. And if I zoom out, all of these little black dots are the listings that have been entered into Zenlist. So these are active off-market properties that you can share with your clients all across the US and Canada. So again, no state boundaries, no county boundaries or anything like that. All of EXP's kind of holding hands and coming together for that. If we come a little bit closer into California, you can search by different locations, zip codes, counties, school zones, cities, towns. You can also freehand or draw your own different shapes here in the top right corner. And you have a complete list of off-market filters. So just like you can search really advanced in your MLS, or your clients can search on any of those free platforms, you can also build those same searches here. So if you have a client with really particular criteria, you can build that search for them, and they'll only be notified for the properties that fit within that box they've given you. I'm going to switch over my views real quick and just show you. I can see all of the properties here. This is our tile view. You can flip through the photos. This one's in Arizona, but we'll use it as my example. I can see the photos that have been entered by the listing agent. I've got all of those remarks. As an agent, I can see who's listed this property. So if I have questions, I can reach out to Marcia directly. And my clients can see all of the property details. They won't see the listing agent's information. As far as they know, when they're working with you in Zenlist, you're the only agent that exists. But they'll see all of the information, similar homes that are nearby, school information, all of that here. And I can send this property to my clients in one of two ways. I can send it directly to them inside of Zenlist. We have a built-in in-app chat messenger where you and your clients can share properties, have those conversations in the same place we're looking at the property details. So you don't have to worry about screenshotting or texting links or anything like that. I can send that directly in Zenlist. And then there's also a public page that can be shared outside of Zenlist. So I can take this, and if I have established that communication through text message or a WhatsApp or email threads, whatever that looks like for that specific client, I can take this link and send it directly to them. It takes them to an external page. I'll actually show you what it looks like. Something like this, really luxe, clean, has all of those same property details. Your information will be here because you're the one that created that link for your clients. And they can view all of the same information and then just text you back wherever you've established that communication. So you have both of those options to share those listings directly with your clients. You can also use these public links to share inside of Workplace, to share with your colleagues, to share with other agents in your area to learn more about the property. And entering a listing is super simple. So just in your main navigation, you'll come into My Listings. You'll choose to enter a new listing in the top right corner, and it'll prompt you through everything. So I'm going to enter an EXP residential. I've got a test account, so there's some weird stuff in here, but EXP residential, I'll choose the property type, the address. If I have a unit number, I'll include that. And when I click save, it's going to give me a draft, just like I do in my MLS. So I can come in and edit this. It automatically saves all of my progress as I make changes. And there's a lot of fields you can fill out here. Very few of them are required. So you don't need to have complete property information in order to list and share that property inside of the exclusive network. The only fields you'll need is the status. This is the status of your exclusive. So active exclusive is, I have an active listing agreement. You can contact me about this listing. It's still an active off market. And then your other ones as there are changes to your property. You don't need photos if you don't have them just yet. I chose residential, so I'll need bedrooms. And then I'll also need something in the remarks. This can be as much as an edited, curated property description, or just something like coming this summer. And then there's a ton of other information you have. So if you don't have a list price finalized yet, you can leave that off. I recommend some of these things like photos and list price just to get some more exposure on your listing, but they're not required if you don't have them finalized yet. And you can always go back and add them at a later date. If there's anything private you need to share just agent to agent, you can use that private remark section. And once you've filled out all your information, you'll just click to review and publish. It's going to verify we have everything we need. And the very last field is the expiration date. And this date is the date your listing will automatically expire out of the exclusive network. So this can be the date that your listing agreement expires if you never plan to go into your MLS, Or if you do plan to activate in your MLS after some time, maybe we're waiting until after the summer, I can choose September as my expiration date. That way my activation date in my MLS is the same as my expiration date. And the trade-off kind of happens automatically. So I don't have to have another thing in my to-do list to come back and edit this listing. And we'll always send you an email the day before. So before anything happens to your listing, you'll get an email from Zenlist. That way, if you need more time, you can always change it. But you'll just need something in there. I'll stick with my September. We'll go live September 1, and then you'll click publish. From there, it's sent to the SEAM search tab. It's notifying anyone that has a safe search for that property, and it can be shared. So I've heard lots of stories in the last couple of weeks where an agent has entered the property from the living room of the client, and by the end of the day, they had a couple of voicemails wanting to know more information on that property, wondering if they could accommodate showings, things like that. So it all happens very fast. Everything in Zenlist happens and updates in real time. So there's no data delays. There's nothing like that that you have to worry about. And your clients will get that notification the minute the property is published. Everything, like I said, is cross-compatible between our mobile app. So everything that you're doing or that I've shown you here, you can also do from the app on your phone. So like I said, you can enter that listing directly from the Zenlist app. You can update the listing from the Zenlist app. And you'll just find all of those in your My Listings tab here. You can edit client or invite clients in a couple of different ways. I would recommend coming in and inviting a client at the very top here. This will kind of pre-approve their access to Zenlist. If Susie Sunshine just goes to zenlist.com, she's going to hit a wall because we're not a public search site. She can't just start searching. She has to be working with an agent. So this essentially pre-approves your client to search those listings. They'll automatically be connected with you, and your client can't work with more than one agent at a time. So once they're connected with you, you know that they're in your ecosystem. You'll be able to see what they're searching at, what they're clicking into, what they like or what they dislike. You'll have access and notifications for all of that client activity all along the way too. Yeah, great. That's kind of my 10,000 foot view. I wanted to save if there were any questions or anything I can show you again. Leo, I don't know if you had anything you wanted to add or any stories from the group about how anyone's used this.
I just think it's really cool. I didn't know all these additional features. I just knew it had the search section, and I was super impressed with that. So the way that I looked at it, obviously the input aspect of it seems like it's very straightforward and easy. And I didn't know you can actually load up your clients here and they can start to search within this system, which is really cool. There was a question, I believe Mo here said maybe someone asked a question, but does it syndicate with our MLS? And from what I believe, obviously this is like an off-market strategy, but I don't know if you have any additional things to say about that.
It's a great question. A little bit yes, a little bit no. So in the EXP starter plan, you get access to EXP's listings. There are optional upgrades you can take. Maybe that's a conversation we kind of come back and talk to again, or we can schedule a call one-on-one if that's something you're interested in. That would allow you to add your local MLS. So CR MLS is the one I'll pick on, plus the exclusives. That way you and your clients have every piece of the pie. Every listing in your area that you have access to, your clients can access through Zenlist. It's a paid upgrade. EXP has discounts for all of that, and I can share. I've actually got a good slide I can share you.
Yes, awesome.
There's all of your account information is in your account. There's a My Subscription tab. We have a great quiz you can take as well. If you want to tell us a little bit about your business, we can make a recommendation. But you can upgrade to have both of those, but they're kind of two different products. So I typically don't go down that rabbit hole because then I could talk for hours. So
got it. Very cool. Also, there was a question if this is an app for Apple only. Does it also Samsung, or is it both?
Google Play and Apple Store. You can download it in either place.
Perfect. Perfect.
And there was also a question about the number of clients you can enter. On the starter plan, you get 10 client groups. So that's 10 different families. So I can have my husband and I, maybe we're your clients. So even though we're two people, if you add us together as what we call a co-buyer, it's only going to claim one of your client groups. So you get 10 of those groups or families included in your starter plan. With any of the upgrades, it goes to unlimited clients. So you could import a list of 1,000 names from your CRM if you wanted, give it to everybody, and then kind of manage it from there. And then do the leads added to Zenlist belong to the agent correct? They don't keep client information or use it for prospects to information third sites. That's absolutely correct. We don't sell leads. That's not our business model. That's not the business we want to be in. Your clients are yours. The information you put in there is strictly so that we can communicate with them, send them the information they need to create their account, and then also kind of keep that for you. So that way, if you need to give them a call or you lose their email along the way, you've got it as a backup inside of Zenlist, but we don't sell or spam your client's contact information.
Perfect. And Jesse, and is this, what if I'm a commercial agent? This also applies? I can use this platform?
Yep, absolutely.
That's awesome. Because I think most commercial sells off market anyway. So this is going to be, I think, for anybody that's doing commercial, thinking about doing commercial, I think this is going to be your best friend. Because most of the stuff that you do in commercials usually typically sold off market.
Definitely.
Very cool.
What else?
There's a question here. Yeah. If there's what's the monthly fee, I guess, if you enter more than 10 clients?
So there are two tiers. The Pro plan is what I would recommend for most people. It's $33 a month for EXP, regularly $39 a month. So you've got that discount baked in as being a part of EXP. And you can see the different breakdowns of what's included in each tier inside of your account page under that My Subscription tab. And I'm in Workplace. My email is just jessie@zenlist.com. So any other questions like that I can help to address, or if you wanted to talk through any of this, I'm happy to connect offline too. I want to be really respectful of everyone's time in Utility Connect, who I know is coming up. So
yeah. Yeah, no, this is really good. Thank you so much, Jesse. I mean, I think the one last question I think Mo just asked, is there any drip campaigns or AI usage to help convert the leads? Is there anything that's already included in the platform?
you should connect with our VP of product, Andrea. He's really interested in getting AI incorporated to this and some of those campaigns. We've tested it a little bit, but nothing that's available outside of that beta or that kind of project planning stage. So I would stay tuned for some of that. And if it's something you would be interested in giving us some feedback on, definitely let me know. I can connect you with the right people.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing. And I will say one last thing before, about, let's just say a success story that I will say. Guys, I have a gentleman out in Rancho Cucamonga. His name is Fadi. And he runs a Zillow Flex team, and he utilized this platform, and he works with a lot of investors, and he was able to put, I think in 1 week, 5 properties under contract, because he found these properties off market and he was able to get an investor to buy these. So that happened. And then one of the clients ended up being an institutional client that had 600 assets to also sell that he didn't want to even put on the MLS. So I'm telling you guys, there's so many things you guys can do with this platform. Keep diving into it. And if Jesse, if you could do us a huge favor, just drop your email in there. I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to have more questions. Go ahead and connect with Jesse. But let's go ahead and give a big round of applause. And thank you so much, Jesse, for sharing today. I truly appreciate you taking the time to speak with our community. So
yeah, thanks for having me.
yay, let's go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. So now we're going to be moving on to our next guest speaker. And she is from Utility Connect. And this platform right here, I don't have a lot of knowledge about the platform. I know that it's something that you can use for your customers, for them to get all their utilities connected, as hence the name of the company. But I want to definitely get more details on how it all works and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome our next special guest, Miss Amali Chapman. Thank you so much for being here, my friend.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me. I just wanted to start with a compliment. This meeting has been so fun and engaging. It was like a breath of fresh air. So I loved it. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. I do have a presentation to share with you guys.
All right.
Go ahead and
let me see. I
share.
think I'm trying to, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I'm trying to spotlight you, but I don't know. I can't locate you here. Let me see. Hold on a second.
She's right below Amali. Below Jesse.
Okay, cool. Or can you make her co-host just so he has the ability to share, please, Terry?
I don't have that ability. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. Let me see. Make co-host. There we go. That way you can share your screen. Awesome. Thank you, Amali. Appreciate it.
Of course. So while I'm getting this up, let me just go ahead and introduce myself a little bit further. So I am an agent success advocate for Utility Connect. So my entire role is to ensure that all of you who choose to utilize the program are successful while utilizing it. Your clients are definitely going to love it. If you guys have heard of us before, or if you have ever taken a few moments to just kind of look us up, we have over 5,700 five-star reviews. And that just outlines our dedication to your client experience. That is the forefront of our business model, is your client's ability to choose and have that convenience, especially during the closing process. You guys probably already know how hectic things get towards closing. You want to make sure everything is taken care of. You want to make sure that the home is move-in ready. So this is one of the tools that will not only allow you to do that, but will also add value for your clients and generate some passive revenue for you guys. So to tell you a little bit more about what we do specifically, we are a concierge service and we're completely free. We've been with EXP for about 5 years now. And we've also started to cater our program to be agent-centric and made for real estate professionals. That way it's convenient for you guys as well. It's also adding value for you guys. And we do have EXP to thank for that. We've definitely followed their model as far as being agent-centric and giving you guys the tools to be successful. So our service will provide resources for anyone who is moving so they can locate their utility providers, and we establish all of their essential home services like internet, entertainment, home security, and more, depending on what your client is looking for. And we do all of this while providing your clients with exclusive rates and discounts. A little bit more background on us. Our corporate office and our entire team is in Dallas, Texas. So everyone from our home service experts that speak to your clients to our executive team is in-house. And this is also one of the ways that we maintain our PCI compliance. So agents and clients always know that their information is protected and never shared. But even though we're located in Texas, our services are available nationwide, and we've been in business for over 10 years now. So we've got some pretty strong relationships with nationwide service providers. So our home service experts will guide clients through their package options, let them know what service providers are available in their area, and then your client gets to choose. We can customize anything based on what your clients are looking for, kind of what their home life is like. We definitely want to make sure that they have the package that fits their life. They're not being upsold or spending unnecessary money. And again, our ultimate goal is to streamline that move-in process and bring clients and providers together for a seamless end-to-end service experience. Now, I definitely want to clarify the utilities portion. This is the part that confuses everyone. And it's really funny because our name is Utility Connect. So everyone thinks we connect utilities. But being in California, you guys probably know that California is heavily regulated as a state. So that even trickles down to their utilities, where they really want the utility providers to speak directly to homeowners. And this is that way, if there are any complications or anything like that, they want to make sure that they're speaking directly with the homeowner. They don't want a third party involved in any situations like that. And they're also going to be asking your homeowners for their full social security number, deed to the property, some kind of proof of ownership. They may even ask for 12 months of on-time payment history. So we'll always educate your clients on what is going to be expected. We'll provide them with all of their utility provider contacts so they know exactly who to set up their electric, gas, water, and waste management services. And if they ever have any questions, our team is readily available to assist them, but they will have to talk to the utility providers directly. Now, when it comes to all of the other home services, those are services like internet, entertainment, home security, insurance, warranty, anything like that. We are able to directly connect with your client's choice of provider and service package. So really super convenient for them as a one-stop shop. And again, it's that value add that you can offer for your clients. So I also want to kind of answer some questions. There are parts of this presentation that will tell you a little bit more about what our conversation with your client looks like and what our contact process is. We really don't want to spam your clients. We actually limit our contact attempts for that very reason. And we always need an agent's consent before we ever reach out to any of your clients. So if you think your clients may be contacted by our team, or if you're curious to see if you have an account, definitely connect with us. That way we can figure that out and just make sure that we're taking care of your clients in a manner that you have control over and visibility over. We definitely want that transparency there for you guys. So I'm going to pause for just a moment. because we actually are doing a giveaway during our presentation today. So first, I want to hear if any of you guys have a Utility Connect account or you're familiar with our services, you've had an experience that you'd like to share. And we're actually doing a giveaway for that, so.
Nice. I don't even think I have an account, so I would love to be part of the giveaway, but who has an account? Who has an account?
So I actually have a surprise for you, Leo. You do have an account with us, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about it.
Good. Okay, good. I didn't even know I had it.
Awesome.
There you go. We got a bunch of people that actually do have it, I guess.
So there is a way to find out if you have an account if you're not sure. I'm going to drop a link in the chat for everyone. It's super easy. It's www.locatemyaccount.com. And so that is going to take you to a page where you can input your eXp Realty email, and that will tell you exactly if you have an account, and then you'll get access to your credentials. They'll send you all your information over. And of course, I'm going to share my information at the end of this presentation. So if you either want to get started or if you have questions about your account, please connect with me. You probably have money that you didn't know about, because this program will actually return revenue back to you as agents. So anytime we set up services for your clients, you will receive revenue. And so that's going to accrue in our system. You'll be able to go in and redeem it. No waiting for checks, no splitting it with eXp. It is direct deposited into an account of your choosing. So again, when we get to that point, I'll definitely help you guys out. I'm so excited. So let's just kind of continue through what the sign-up process looks like. So again, that consent is extremely important. We want you to know that we're reaching out to your clients, and we want you to have total control over that. So as you go through the sign-up process, the first thing is that it's going to ask you for your Okta credentials. So to even access the sign-up page, you'll have to input those eXp Realty credentials, and then it will ask you a series of questions so you can personalize your account. You'll have the ability to upload your photo. That way, your clients know this service is coming from you. We definitely want to keep your brand in front of the clients because we want them to remember how helpful the service was and how awesome of an agent you are. We actually just had the pleasure of speaking with a few clients that had actually used us in the past. So they were using our service for the second time and they loved it, and it was just all around a great experience. So on the last page of sign up, you'll have the ability to integrate with SkySlope. So this is a convenience feature for you. So it's basically going to send us client contact details 2 weeks prior to close, because that's kind of the sweet spot to start getting the utility information and setting up home services. There are a lot of service providers that don't schedule outside of that 2-week window, so that's why we do it that way. So you'll have the ability to turn on that automation. So we automatically receive your client contact details. All you have to do is just let your clients know that you have the service in place. You also have the ability to say no to this. If you want to manually submit your client information so you know exactly who we're receiving, you can absolutely do so. I know a lot of you may also work with investment clients who don't necessarily need to set up services like internet or home security, especially if they're going to be having tenants. They usually allow the tenant to kind of choose their service providers in that way. So regardless of your unique situation, we definitely want to work with you. Now, there is another way to sign up. This is an update that eXp and SkySlope made last year in November. So now you have the ability to sign up directly through SkySlope, and it's even easier to sign up that way. You do still have to access SkySlope with your credentials. It'll give you information about our program and give you the ability to sign up. You'll have to click a button if you want to kind of continue through that process. But that's another way that a lot of agents have been signing up, and it's so easy and convenient that you can set it and forget it. And sometimes a lot of agents do, and that's totally fine. Because again, this program is helping your clients out and generating money for you. You probably don't even know about. Leo, even you have a little bit of commission in your account. So that's awesome. So when you create your account, we build out a website for you. So now I would actually like to go ahead and share Leo's website so you can see what this looks like for your clients. So I'm just pulling that up here.
I got some lunch money that I didn't even know about. This is
exactly
awesome.
That's my favorite, because it definitely makes people's day when they find out that they had cash they didn't know about. I actually had the pleasure of working with Laura Miller not too long ago, and she got married, so she wanted to update her name and found out that she had $200 and had no idea. So I loved that experience of speaking with her and making her day. So you guys could be next. So now I'm sharing your page, Leo. So this is the page that we build out for you when you create your account with us. And this is meant to serve a few different purposes for you guys. So first, it'll tell your clients all about the services we can connect for them. So they can kind of take a look here and just see all the options they'll have available. And if clients ever have any questions about any services that are not listed here, we may still be able to assist them. So we definitely encourage them to ask us if there's any other home services they're interested in setting up. And then we've got some reviews here just to show you how our clients are feeling about the service. Again, we're really dedicated to their experience. We want it to be a white glove, one-stop shop. We provide all the education for them so they know the fine print and they're not going to be essentially bamboozled by some of these service providers who want to upsell them, right? So we want them to have all the information, have that personalized experience, and you can just see by our reviews how much they love that. Now, for those of you who don't want to automate, this is going to be your best friend as far as inputting client information. For those clients that you think would find the service really helpful, this is crucial, especially for new home buyers or people moving from out of state. They're not going to know what's available to them. So to have someone walk them through the process is invaluable. And then at the very bottom of this page here, you'll have some marketing materials. So these materials are meant to, again, just continue to be convenient for you. If you want to attach these to emails or print these out for your clients when you're telling them that you have this service as an additional value add, we already build them out for you and we can white label them. So if you guys have any specific logos or anything like that you'd like to add to these marketing materials, let us know, we'll make them for you. And then the last and arguably most important part of this page is going to be this admin button here. So that is going to be your dashboard where you can see in total transparency what clients have utilized our services, what they set up with us. You can even see it down to, the provider, the package, and exactly how much commission that you received from that. So definitely, I will share this presentation with anyone who is looking for additional information. Once you guys kind of fully understand how our process works as far as reaching out to your clients, what that timeline looks like, what your account will look like, which again, it's my role to make sure that you're totally informed about that. Once you go through the process, you'll see how easy and convenient it is. And actually, again, a few of you already have accounts with us already. So I'm really excited to tell you about the best part. So one, it's completely free. There's no charge to you as agents. There's no charge to your clients. And there's no incentive for us to upsell your clients. Again, we want them to have that stellar service experience. We make money as a business by getting paid by our providers directly. So that's why you don't have to worry about clients paying any fees. And because we're not required for a home to close, we actually fall out of RESPA, which allows us to pay agents directly. We also fall out of EXP's required disclosures. So in the spirit of transparency, you absolutely can tell your clients that you're receiving commission from this program, but you're not required to, because again, it's not coming directly from your client. So in that piece, we're really excited to give back to our agents, and I'm so glad, to introduce you guys to this program. Do any of you have any questions? I'm also going to drop the sign up link, and anyone who signs up during this presentation, I'm going to connect with you further as well.
Good stuff, Amali. Thank you so much. I learned that I have a website. Awesome. And this is really good stuff. I guess the question that I got asked, which is what prompted you, bring you in here as a guest speaker as well. So do agents have it? And I think you mentioned it, but just want to be clear. Let's just say we want to use a service for some clients, not all of them. So how does that feature work? Does it, once we opt into it, is it automatically enrolled for everybody? Does it have to be manually put in SkySlope? Like, how does that part of it work?
That's a fantastic question. So again, when you sign up, you'll have the ability to either choose to automate or not automate, and that's still a preference you can change at any time. So if you want to be automated for 2 weeks and then turn it off right after, you absolutely can at any time. And we will always send you courtesy notifications. So if you sign up and you automate, you'll still always know when we receive your client contact details and when we're going to be reaching out. So for those of you who really like convenience, you can keep the automation on. And then if you get a text message notification or an email notification about an investment client that you don't want to be contacted, you can actually just respond directly to those notifications and let us know not to reach out, and we'll close them out without them ever knowing. And you also have the ability to stay manual. So if you work with a lot of listings, or if you work with a lot of investors and occasionally you have a residential buyer, it would likely be more convenient for your workflow to just submit those buyers manually. And again, at any time you can change this. At any time you can deactivate your account, so you don't have to feel bound to this account or anything like that, but we want you to know that we value your consent and your ability to choose as well.
Perfect. Awesome. Great answer. Thank you so much for that. And anybody else have a question about Utility Connect? I want to just take an opportunity to answer questions. Anybody else? Do we enroll the tenants of our intros? I think you, Miss Kathy, is that what you meant by that? Do you enroll the tenants as a? Can you maybe want to unmute yourself and see, or
my typing is terrible. It's investors.
do we enroll the tenants of our investors?
You absolutely can do that. I would actually definitely suggest that as well too, because again, depending on the tenant, they may or may not know what service providers are available or what they can set up within the home. So we're able to answer all those questions for them. And you know, sometimes clients will just come to us because all they want is utility provider information, or they just want to set up internet, and that's totally fine. Their experience is completely optional and customizable. So I would definitely suggest sharing this program with those tenants. And again, it's their option to utilize the program. Anything we do set up for them, they get discounts on that is not available to the general public. So again, super value add for them.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions regarding Utility Connect? This is really good stuff. I mean, I think, you know, again, EXP is just, I mean, this program is awesome, and it just gives us an opportunity to bring more service to our customers, make their process more seamless, and then also create a win for us. So this is, I think, fantastic. I'm very grateful. And thank you so much for Amali for coming today as one of our guest speakers. If you could please do us a huge favor and drop your contact information just in case somebody does have an additional question after the fact. And, you know, we could reach out, but let's go ahead and give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much for coming to our meeting today. I really appreciate you. And I got two more announcements, and then we will be wrapping up today. It is at 10:57, and as always, I like to get you guys out right on time. So I just wanted to take a quick moment here and acknowledge a very special person, Ms. Rocio Hermosillo from Iowa. She just became an icon agent. So just give a huge shout out to Rocio, because that's a huge accomplishment. As you guys already know, as shareholders here with EXP, there's that opportunity to earn the Icon Award. So she just was awarded the $16,000 stock award. So huge. And then we had a second person to acknowledge, Mr. Juan Villegas here from the LA market. He just hit Icon as well. So congratulations to the newest icons. And for those of you that tuned in today, again, thank you so much for your time and energy and attention. I intend that the rest of the week, you guys have new listings, new opportunities. And we do have trainings that are coming up throughout the week. As you guys already know, we have about 11 hours of training. So stay tuned. Check your obviously your alerts and your emails. If you're not getting our alerts as well, please make sure that you contact Ms. Terry. That way she can get you integrated to everything as well. So we do have about 2 more minutes. So any other questions before we wrap up, I'll leave it open. And I think there was a question here. Please also share the contact information with me. And oh, cool. Awesome. So you can share the contact information as well. Thank you, Amali, for that. I really appreciate it. But anything else before we wrap up today? Yes? No? Maybe? All right. Awesome. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Create an amazing day. I'll see you guys at the next training. Peace.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank you, guys. See ya.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone. And thank you again for your time.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Have a beautiful week.
Thank you.